We are officially back from Hawaii, and I have one more Hawaii recap that I wanted to do of the last few days we spent in Maui. We're actually quite productive and very embarrassing. I do have an event that I will now put on my top 5 most embarrassing moments list. Still trying to shake that out of my head, but it feels good to be home, and we had so much fun. I want to go back forever. It's a lovely, lovely place to be. So here's how we spent our last few days in Maui. Of course, there was plenty more swimming. The kids swam every single day, at least once a day, sometimes in the morning, but then again in the evening. Of course, we had to make a trip to Target to find slime ingredients. Oh, well, I don't know if that's a tsunami alert. But it's quite alarming. It was just a test. I double checked. It was only a test. Everything is calm and fine. Carry on. We did a little bit more shopping. We shopped down at this center. I don't know. I'm sure it has a name, like a market. It has a name, I'm sure. We got shave ice there. You can't go to Maui or Hawaii and not get shave ice. What is the deal with Maui and the chickens? You're so cute. I want to take you home. I found my souvenir. We spent the 4th of July in Lahaina watching the fireworks. They did a whole display of them off of the water. We found a really neat place to sit and watch all of the fireworks right down by the boats. Not super safe, but really fun. We drove up to Haleakala Crater, which is like a volcano on Maui that a lot of people go up for the sunrise. You actually have to make reservations because so many people come up there to see the sunrise, and they only have so many parking spots. And we tried to get reservations for the sunrise, but it was all booked up, all sold out. So that's got to be a really amazing sight to see. It's amazing even when the sun has already risen, which is when we got up there. We missed Oprah. Oprah was here. Do you know who? Oprah Winfrey. Blasphemy. Unfortunately, our car broke down at the top of this crater, and we were completely stranded. We had to call our rental people. Pat had found us a screaming deal. And so our RAV4 broke down, or our CRV, our 1995 CRV, whatever it was. It was not working well, and we had to sit up there on the top of a volcano for a couple hours.
Hey guys, we're making a drink today!
Must be nice to have a working vehicle. Privileged white people. The silver lining, folks, is that we do have shelter, we have a car, and we're on Hawaii. I mean, if I'm gonna get stranded somewhere, certainly it's gonna be on a volcano in Hawaii. Or, I mean, let's see what happens. Eventually they came with a new car, which was actually a better car. Should have gotten that one the first time around. And we got to go home. We actually went to the peak of the mountain once we got the new car, and then we went back to the condo. But that was quite an adventure. I do recommend that if you're going to take your rental car for a couple-hour drive up the top of a volcano, you should not ignore the service engine light. I mean, it was on the whole time. They said it was fine. It wasn't fine. Accidentally pushed record. And lastly, the one thing on my bucket list, I was like, we have to go to a luau. I've never been to an actual luau because it's so touristy, but when we go, we visit Pat's family, and they're not, you know, they live there. It's not like going to luau's, it's not on the top of their list. But once his family realized that we were in search of a good luau, we have family that works at the luau's, or friends and family and whatever. There was the Wailea Marriott Luau. So beautiful. We walked through the hotel. The kids were like, why weren't we staying here this whole time? It was like luxury living. So we went to the luau, and actually Ricardo Lockett from the Seahawks was there. Everyone was like kind of whispering, like, who is this guy? We think we recognize him from somewhere. And then our friend who works at the luau said, it's Ricardo Lockett right there. But it was beautiful, and the food was delicious, and you could just fill your plate with as much as you want to eat, and the entertainment, they're dancing, and there was a little hula dancer. She was adorable. Swing your partners round, soon you'll come around. Let's stay hula, let's stop the town. most embarrassing thing ever? You know that part in the luau's, you've seen them on TV maybe, where people are like, let's call people up from the crowd to come dance on a stage.
In moments, our ladies and our men will be coming out looking for you. And if you're asked by one of them to come and learn how to do the tamore.
And you know when you're that person like in class and you're like, don't call on me, don't call on me, don't call on me. And you're just trying not to make eye contact with anyone that could possibly call on you. Well, I was sitting and my family was giving me a hard time. They're like, Mom, you should go up there. And I was like, no, like honestly, I'm not. I can do this with my camera at home, but I don't want that kind of attention. I'm good just sitting at the table. And I looked at my kids and I was like, well, no one's invited me onto the stage. And at, like, no kidding, the minute I said that, there was a man at my side with his hand out inviting me onto the stage to hula dance in front of everybody, in front of all of the families, in front of Ricardo Lockett and his family. I mean, I didn't like it. Miley took my camera and videotaped it, and to this day, still, I have not seen that footage because I'm terrified of it.
Oh yeah! Yorana! A round of applause for these wonderful job.
Oh, so embarrassing. I had to refill the cocktail a few times after that. And now we're home, and it feels good to be back home, back into our routine. We're going straight into some family camping trips, and it's gonna be a fun summer. I don't want it to go by too fast. It's already going by too fast. I hope you're having a good summer so far, and you can squeeze in at least one little day trip, one little camping excursion. It's a good time. So that's it. Welcome home, family. We're home. Back to our regularly scheduled videos, whatever those might be. Bye.